Okay, so let's jump into the next question. And the next question comes from Mr. Isaac Simmons. Shout out to him. Hey, Alex. So after watching the F9 trailer, it seems to me that Paul Walker's character could be making a cameo in this movie. Is it hard to believe that Brian could be in the Fast Nine movie?
What makes him say
Oh,
that?
Yeah, I'll
I,
give my thoughts on that. I don't know your coworker, but I'm about to insult him. I mean, nothing
Hold up.
personal.
Maybe there's a reason why. Alex, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's cool. It's cool because I'm about to answer that now. Earlier today, because we're recording this on Wednesday, I sent the trailer through the group me, and I was telling the guys, I said this trailer is freaking insane. I even shared it. I really like the Fast Nine franchise. I think personally they are definitely insane in the shit that they do. But I think where Isaac is coming from in the beginning scene where they're having like a family get together, there is a blue Nissan Skyline that pulls up into Vin Diesel's driveway. That is Brian's car.
Okay.
That is Brian's car. So it's not hard to believe that they could, because in fact, I believe it was Fast 7. Yeah, Fast 7, where they like CGI'd his face and voice for some of the scenes that he didn't shoot. Yep. And there were reports early on in 2019 that said that they still could use the Brian character, but use, Paul Walker's brothers to fill in that role like they did in Fast 7. Also, there is a scene in that trailer where Dom is looking at a tablet and you see Brian holding his son, but that was obviously a scene from Fast 7.
That's okay.
To answer that question, do I believe Brian is in the movie? Like, obviously Paul Walker's dead, so that's obviously he's physically not there. But do I think Brian's in the movie? No, I don't. I think Mia's probably driving his car, to be honest with you, because Mia and Brian are married. They have kids. And to be honest, we saw Mia sprinkled in this movie. I'm willing to bet they're going to say that Brian's at home watching his son and Mia's involved in this craziness. Because in Fast 8, they were like, Brian wouldn't know what to do in terms of like helping Dom come back to the good side when Dom turned on his people. And his girl, I forget her, Letty was like, I thought we were not going to involve Brian and his family. And they didn't. So I don't believe that Brian's in the movie, but it's not impossible.
Okay.
Because from the scenes that we saw, there is a blue Nissan Skyline that pulls up in the driveway. And we do see Vin Diesel looking at a video of Paul Walker hugging his son. Now I'm gonna pass this to Ian because I would really want to learn your opinion about this. Do you think Paul Walker's character could be in this film, or do you think it's just again bait and switch?
All right, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll do both sides. I'll play both sides. I'll be Benedict Arnold on this one. First of all, I think there's a lot of clues in this trailer that's actually Mephisto. I don't think that
That's a good point.
There's no. I saw like a lot of colors of red. I think I saw one hexagon. Mephisto was driving that car. So I agree with you a little bit that it could be. I think the obvious answer to that is it's probably Brian's wife. I think,
right.
It's impossible before I, go crazy, but hell no. Yes, it's possible. They have the damn, what's his name's in the fucking movie when we watched him die.
Han,
yeah.
Han, that's a perfect point.
Yeah.
Han
died. Not only Han didn't die off screen, by the way. We saw this motherfucker blow up in front of our faces, and now he's back eating snacks. So is it impossible? This is me playing devil's advocate. No. If we can watch somebody blow up and come back and just chill, then Paul Walker's character Brian could come back. Mm-hmm. Now, from a writing standpoint, what am I saying from a writing standpoint? No, I mean, there's no writing in this. But if I was to be a logical human being from a writing standpoint, that emotional like ending for Paul Walker's character Brian in was it 7?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want that ever touched. As bad as that movie was, and it's a fun movie, but as bad as that movie is, that is the most best send-offs of a character I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
The whole theater was crying and stuff like that.
I agree.
There's no reason to undermine that ending just to be like, hey, it's me, Brian. I'm dropping off my wife. Bye. That'd be so stupid. Please don't do that. I will lose all respect for this franchise. You know what? I have a lot of respect for this franchise. It's stupid fun. I have a lot of respect for stupid fun in this. But that will be it for me if that's what really happens. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Jeremy, after hearing the evidence, because you did ask, like, what makes Isaac think this? What is your position on Brian's character being in this film?
Isaac, I apologize, man. I think you actually make some pretty interesting points there. I noticed the surveillance thing, and I assumed that it was footage from Furious 7. I don't know that though. Like there is nothing that now that I say it out loud, I don't remember that shot from. So maybe that in itself is even a cameo. Like you said, Alex, what they did is they had his brother come in and then they like graphed Paul Walker's face on it using, you know, state-of-the-art CGI technology, which is available. I mean, we've seen a young Mark Hamill, we've seen young General Tarkin, we've seen a young Tony Stark.
Haven't we seen Jeremy in one of those a Cardi B space swap? Wasn't it when didn't you do one of those?
Gosh.
Oh yeah,
you've done a face swap, right? Yeah.
It would. They actually called that one the face swap, though. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. So Miles McLean over on my reaction for F9. What are they calling it? The Book of the Book of Furious. What the?
No, the Fast Saga.
The Fast Saga.
That's the name of the title, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
F9,
the subtitle.
Yes,
the subtitle.
Miles McLean says it's the second best superhero franchise out there after the MCU. These guys are legit super beings in this world, and they really leaned into that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah. And I kind of like these movies. All right. I'm not like a diehard fan of the franchise. However, I agree with what Ian said. Furious 7 is the swan song of that franchise. It would have been the perfect place to end said franchise, but that franchise still kills it. And I got to say, one thing that I really like about this $1 billion 10 entry franchise is it's like Brian was like the Caucasian dude on the cast. It was like it's carried by like this diverse group of people. Nobody's ever like making a thing out of it, and the fact that it's as lucrative as it is and it's got the cast that it does and it just keeps on coming back and crushing it, like props to Universal for that, if nothing else, because yeah, these movies they're wild, dude. You know what I mean? Like I could take it or leave it, but that in itself is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I agree. I mean, I agree with that point that he made, that, you know, although they're not superheroes, it's definitely one of the best superhero franchises that we've seen, because even Tyrese says it in the trailer. We've dealt with trains, submarines, cars hopping from one building to the next. And what takes me out of the trailer, even though I am kind of like hyped for it, these motherfuckers it's Roman and Tez like in like a spaceship car, looking like they're about to go to space. I was like, what the fuck does this have to do
It's insane
with going into space? I don't get it, but I can't wait to see it. So I'm curious, but do I honestly think Paul Walker's character is in this movie? It's possible. Ian made a great point. Han is alive, and we saw this motherfucker get blown up. And what's so strange about it is that the person who blew him up, he's not working with the Fast franchise.
They just forgive him. You killed Han. I'm sorry. All right, whatever. Let's go on this mission.
Exactly. It's like what kind of that didn't make. I find it odd that almost every enemy in this movie ends up becoming part of Dom's family. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I would respect like Han coming back. Like, I mean, I'm gonna take it. I have no choice but to take it. What am I gonna do about it? But I would respect that move a little bit more if like he had like half of his face burnt or something. Like maybe, showing like some logical reason on how he escaped getting blown the fuck up. No, he looks great. He looks like he got a massage. He looks like he got a facial, all that. I was like, what the fuck ever.
Yeah, it looks like he's
just play the movie.
He's had a good life. Maybe he faked his death. I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, Paul Walker's character could be in the movie? Do you guys think that Han is just a robot? Who knows what Han could be doing in this movie? Just jump into the comment section below. Man. That's very possible too. Just jump into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.